Hi, Gary Jacklin, broker owner of Remax Action here again. And it's just a truth of it. Every agent out there struggles with two major things. Either it's they don't have enough money or they don't have enough time. So I'm going to give you some practical steps to address both. Okay, so let's talk about these two challenges that we have. Not enough time, not enough money. Point number one, if you're focused on buyers, you're spending on average at least 32 hours per buyer. If you do what I've always said, what everyone says from the beginning of time, you focus on listings, you're doing 4 times as much within the same amount of time. It's just simple math. It takes on average 8 hours to work with a typical seller. So if I'm limited on time, I'm going to always focus on listings. That doesn't mean I don't work with buyers. Point number two is you want to work with only qualified buyers and qualified sellers. What do I mean by that? Is when I go on a listing appointment, the best listing I could have is a seller that wants to buy. I have a qualified buyer. Now that's not to say that we don't have our challenges. We've talked in the past couple weeks about what we can do to help that seller deal with the fear, the number one objection of not listing because they can't find the house. That brings me to point number three. Number three is we have to do what others are unwilling to do. Why is it that 10% of the agents do 90% of the business? Okay, now there's a lot in between there, but if you're not where you want to be production-wise, or you're spending way too much time to do the number of transactions that you're doing, then you need to really be willing to do what the others aren't willing to do, and that's be proactive. We can call it old school. I like to think of it back to basics, back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals mean we have to have a conversation to have a face-to-face. The simplest way to put that is to, again, go on listing appointments. Where do we find them? We find them right here in your database. Text them. Text them. Text work great. Send out about 15 or 20 very simple tests that just ask if these particular contacts know what's going on in the market and if they're at all curious as to what the home value is now. Go back 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years of your past clients. Text them, ask them, are they aware of what the property value really is right now? Do a market analysis, get in front of them. It opens the conversation, but we're always focused on the listing. When we're focused on their listing, their fear is going to be they can't find a home. But you being proactive, doing what others won't do, which is door knock, cold call, find the home for them. You now have a qualified buyer and a qualified seller. Okay? They need to find the home. You'll find other listings in the meantime. So your complete focus is always on listings. And then the buyers you work with have a home to sell. I know it sounds simple, but that's where we want to spend our time. In the meantime, we have to have information. I've shared here a free download. There's some slides to help you on your listing appointment and with buyers to show them why now is the very best time to buy and sell. We have not seen this market, and it's time to really leverage what we do, leverage our time to, again, close more transactions, help more people in less time. If you'd like to, again, download that, click below. You can call me, email me, text me, whatever. And also, if you'd like to written business plan on how to move forward and really implement these things, I'd be happy to meet with you. Absolutely no obligation. I'm just here to help. So again, download the slides. It's going to help you on your next presentation. Thanks. Oh, by the way, go list and sell a house.